Justice is indispensable for any society's success or its existence. Sir Winston Churchill in World War II asked his colleagues, are our courts doing justice? If the answer is yes, then no power in the world can ever beat us. My topic today is not the justice system of our country or our judiciary. Let's leave that debate for some other day. Today, I would like to address this very attribute of justice in perspective of us as an individual and as a society. If you read the Holy Book Quran, you would come to know that in chapter Araf, verse 172, the Almighty mentions about a covenant which is termed as Ahd al-Asd. Later, he reveals the details of that covenant, which was basically about two things. One, we the humans will not forget that He is the King, He is the cherisher, He is the creator. Two, wherever we are sent for test, we will deal all our affairs and matters on the basis of justice. Justice is the basic core value. Merit, commitment, and truthfulness are its manifestations. Now, when you apply this justice on all your spheres and relations of your life, you would see yourself where do you stand in terms of doing justice, whether it's your children, your wife, your parents, your friends, your neighbors, your employee, your employer, your anyone. You will see yourself where you stand in terms of doing justice. We also need to think, what concept do we have about the Almighty God with whom we had a covenant before we came to this world and before whom we have to appear on the judgment day for our accountability. For example, when we are dealing with our customers, or on the contrary, when we are standing somewhere as a customer, are our standards same for both different situations, or are our standards dual? You would also have noticed that you would feel heavily bad when someone is dealing with you unfairly or not on the basis of justice. But have we ever thought, how would someone feel if we are dealing with him or her unfairly and not on the basis of justice? We need not to be Aristotle, Plato, or Socrates, or even Stephen Hawking to know what justice is about. I mean, we all know very well what justice is. For instance, if you give two candies to a 5-year-old kid and you tell him one is for you and the other one is for your brother or sister, and if he eats both the candies, we tell him or ask him what did he do, because not both candies were supposed to be eaten by him. You would notice that the kid 5 years old only would feel embarrassed because inside him he knows he has not done it rightly or fairly. We have not learned what justice is after we were sent to this world. Rather, we were fully trained and given ample knowledge about justice before we had that covenant with the Almighty. Let's try to prioritize for holding justice in all our matters, affairs, and spheres of life so as to face the Almighty on the judgment day with a contented heart and get the biggest and everlasting glad tidings for Him and the best reward.